Welcome to Hellfire Creative Podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bosh.
We've got a guest today. Is Mr. Scott Page. Most people who are listening will probably know him because that's the only reason we get listeners or viewers, because the guests are on it.
Hi.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Scott Page. Go by Page Your Boy, DJ and barber. From Essex. Born in London.
Nice.
Yeah, I like to put that in there.
So I guess we should really talk about, we'll build up to the DJing.
Yeah, cool.
Because you've had a local business, your barbershop for
10 years.
10 years, yeah.
10 years. Yeah, I've been cutting hair for, I've been in the hairdressing industry for 20 years. I've been cutting hair for 18, which is a long time.
Yeah. But you started off cutting women's hair and then you went to doing barbers.
Yeah. So I worked at Jigsaw, which is in Hockley, doesn't exist anymore. And then, my life's been mad, really. So I've done the Jigsaw. It's been mad. Obviously, when you think about it, it's like, Jesus Christ. So I worked at Jigsaw for X amount of years. Then that place closed down. Stopped doing hair altogether. Went into industrial roofing and cladding. Worked in Croatia for my mate's dad for 2 weeks. And then come back, done the roof industrial cladding in Manchester, Brighton, Doncaster. And then the bloke I was working for decided to go on holiday at Christmas and just left me with nothing. So I sacked him off. But while I was in Croatia, I cut someone's hair out there and he knew a barber, got into barbering, worked in Lee, then worked in Eastwood, and now I own my own shop.
Yeah. Page's Barbershop.
Exactly. In Ashenden.
That was probably the most summarised and concise.
Nick was like...
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, Nick did like 45 minutes and just like a pork chop in space.
Yeah.
I'm going to muck about. Just going to tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, but I haven't had my hair cut from you in...
No, it looks like it as well.
Yeah, in like over a year, I think, nearly. I've stopped getting my hair cut, I've decided.
It's fair enough.
And then eventually I'll just get my hair cut like my dad.
Exactly,
Just
yeah.
gets his hair cut every week.
By your mum.
Is she doing it now?
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh, right.
I do Toby's, do Rocco's, I do Donny's every now and then.
Yeah, he's grown his hair now. He said he wants long hair like daddy. So there you go. Sorry, mate.
That's all right. I think it's cool.
So how important do you think it is with your shop? Because you got the shop does have a really good image, and it has like this kind of. I remember when you started it, and I was like, you were like, "Oh, we need the logo," and we're like, "We should do it old school."
Yeah. It's even more old school now because it's the family crest.
Yeah, it's the family crest. But we did it really old school. But then I noticed, and I think you noticed as well, that every barbershop copied us. Yeah. It did feel like,
and the colour,
and everything.
The colour. Everyone went black and gold after I went black and gold.
Yeah. And the logos, there's one, I think, by the bell that's got the old logo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The scissors, I remember now. Yeah, there's loads of barbershops like that. So I'm happy that I changed it to the family crest because I think it's cool. But I am planning on having the shop redone this year, big time. Like, it needs a whole new thing. The front door's rubbish. The front's just peeling.
Yeah.
The inside needs a makeover. So, yeah, I'm going to go for that sort of old industrial... Like, I'm giving people my idea. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing.
Don't say it just in case. But you're going for something different.
Yeah. It's going to look sick.
Yeah. Well, not that many barbers listen to the podcast, but they might listen.
You never know because it's me.
Yeah, they're like going, what's Scott going to give away his ideas on the podcast? So so barbering was your main thing for a while.
Well, hair in general.
Yeah.
Every bit of hair that I loved and slept and drank it. But now it's just... I do still love cutting hair. Like, literally, everyone goes to me because I'm doing the DJing thing and the producing. They're like, so what's happening? Are you gonna quit? I'm like, no, I'm gonna quit. Like, how are you gonna do it? And I was like, I'll do what I'm doing now. I'll just go down to 3 days instead of working 4. Like, I'll try and balance everything out. And then I spoke to one of my friends up in Manchester. I suppose we'll get to that later on in the podcast. And we were chatting. He's like, you've got to get to a point where you probably might have to transition over. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, we'll see if that ever happens. Yeah. But I'm getting some very good, what's the word?
Traction?
Is that the word?
Feedback?
No.
You're getting some opportunities that, you're up and coming is the...
Yeah.
So I guess...
I wouldn't say traction is the right word, but yeah.
Explain that you're like us when you love a hobby, don't you?
Yeah, I'd go in balls deep.
You love a hobby.
Boom. Straight in.
It's got that, like, he's a
Don't
bit...
muck about.
So let's go, before we get to the new one, like the main one, let's go through some of the hobbies.
This is the main one that's lasted longer than any other hobby I've ever done in my life.
That's why I'm surprised, because normally it's like, I'm well into this now.
Yeah.
So what was the first hobby after, like, that you got
the first hobby I ever done was motocross when I lived in London. And then when we moved, we came down here and there was we didn't know at the time that there was anywhere to ride. So my mum and dad got rid of the bike. And it was like that sort of, because I played football in London as well, but I was shite.
Yeah.
So I'd be like standing up top and I'll go to the defender. What school do you go to, mate? My dad used to go to the ump because I used to speak to defenders instead of playing football. And he just knew it. He knew it weren't for me. And then when I come down here and then my mum and dad sold my bike, I think I was about 13. I ended up going training for a team called Western Tigers that all my mates played for. My mate's dad was the manager of. And he was like, if you can do 100 kick-ups, then like I'll think about signing for a team. So I practiced for ages. And then I ended up doing them, got signed. And then I just progressed as a player. I'm not amazing, but I can play football. And then I played that for years. And then when I got the shop, I've always loved motocross. I've always watched it. I've never, ever stopped loving it. I ended up getting a bike and then fully invested my time into that. A bit much, raced a lot. And then, me and Tash had babies and the bike had to go to get the house. And I knew I was never getting it back.
Never got it back.
And then the next one come, but I'll tell you.
The bike was good though. I enjoyed doing the bike stuff because we'd go to a few of the things and like it was always like, I remember like getting the van and like, you're like, I've got a van.
Crushing my brains out in the races and breaking my fingers.
It was fun. I remember me and Tash, your wife, my sister, we went to one of your races and you were famous by that point.
Oh, if you ain't raving.
Because if you ain't raving kicked off, which is another one of your, it wasn't really a hobby, was it? It was just like.
Just a thing I did. Just the thing I did in my car. Like I say, I've always enjoyed music. So to be able to, just geek off in my motor before going to the gym, because I used to go to the gym heavily at 4 o'clock in the morning, because to ride motocross, you had to be fit. Like people think, you just get on the bike, pull the throttle, go over some jumps. It's like, nah, that thing's a weapon in front of you, in between your legs. Like you have to hold on. So I went to the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning and I used to take like literally probably, I don't know, literally a shot of coffee, but it used to be 3 spoonfuls of coffee with boiling hot water and I used to neck it. And then by the time I got out of the gym, I was off my nut. And then I used to dance in my car to music and then video it and put it online and it made people happy.
I loved that. It was like
a lot of people did.
It was just such a pick me up in the morning because I'm not a morning person. I just go like, never you, just like if you ain't raving.
It got some big really followers.
It was insane. It was T-shirts, we did merch, didn't we? Like,
T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and then I started getting promos from big DJs asking if I could play their music on it. Yeah, to be fair, if I had that now, everyone says to me, if you had that now, you think how you could plug your own music, but it wasn't there for me as a DJ. It was there for me as just someone being a dick in a car, playing music and giving everyone a bit of life.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a fun period though. I mean, I'd go into go out for the night out and I'd see people I hadn't seen in years and they go, if you ain't raving, and I was like,
I still get it.
How do you know I'm related to Scott?
I still get it. Yeah. Where was I the other day? I was like, oh mate, it was Christmas. We took the kids to go and see Father Christmas at Event Trial, and no joke, one of the security guards went, bruv, you that geezer from If You Ain't Raving years ago. I was like, yeah, mate. He's like, the videos were sick, man. I'm like, fuck me. 6 years on, I'm still getting it.
It was brilliant. I remember the Christmas special.
They're on YouTube still, aren't they?
Yeah, look them up If You Ain't Raving on YouTube because, they're hilarious.
Yeah, they're either under If You Ain't Raving or they're under Pagey Your Boy, aren't they?
Yeah,
one or the other.
They're on one of them. But yeah, that was brilliant. And then I guess that kind of was the beginning of the music, right? Was it, or was there something else? Was there another hobby in between?
That was
there was boxing,
just me being a geek, yeah. And then again in London, I used to box a lot. My best friends, the Pennies, like they still run West Ham Working Man's Club, like they are fully into boxing. And I used to train down at East Ham Working Man's Club. I never had a bout when I was younger. Just used to go down there and train. It was fun. Like it's literally right next to Upton Park. Yeah. Like it was sick. We'd come out sometimes, and then we could spend 50p and go and watch the reserves. It was wicked. Yeah. So like I think one time we went and Dennis Bergkamp was coming back from injury. Oh, wow. So he was playing in the reserves at Arsenal and it was like 50p to go and watch him. It was sick. But yeah, again, that's another chapter in my life that I started in London, boxing, absolutely loved it. I watched the fight at the weekend, just gone with Eubank Jr., which is sick. Tash even watched it with me, which is mad. And then, it just sort of gave that up. Come back obviously when I moved into Essex, done it on and off. I went to, I think there was a club in the Brook near where you live in Westcliff. I went there for a bit. I didn't do any sparring or anything. And then I took on a barber called Gal, who's a really good boxer.
Yeah.
He runs Southend ABC now, and he trained me up, and I've done an unlicensed one, and then before that I trained myself, and I've done an unlicensed one in London as well against some kid like Chris M.U. Baku, who's an absolute monster. He beat the absolute crap out of me. And then again after my fight in Southend with Vest Boy,
Oh God, yeah.
I lost that on points, and then it kind of just sort of fizzled away from it, just for the sheer fact that the training is so intense.
It is, yeah.
Like this, I enjoy getting hit and I enjoy hitting people, but you know, when you want your nose pierced or your earrings, you have to take them all out, and it's just ag. And I thought I can't bother with that.
You're a pretty fit guy anyway. Like,
Used to be. I'm not anymore, mate. I'm not anymore. But yeah, like I'm hoping it ain't the 25th of June, but in June we've got the Southend 10K, and I want to run that, but I'm going to run it without no training. I'm just going to do it because I enjoy it.
10K's easy.
I've done half a marathon without training, mate. Trust me, 10K is a lot easier.
Yeah, I hate running. You like running, don't you?
Yeah, I do running.
Yeah?
Hot runs, yeah.
I'd love to do them, but they're on a Saturday at 9, and that's when I work.
Yeah.
Which is crap. So
I
I'd do them
for a while.
but I would do them religiously every Saturday because 5K runs are sweet, aren't they? They're not that hard.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I do the air bike at the gym for my cardio. That's all. I hate running.
Air bike? What the hell's air bike? Oh, mate, I hate that stuff. Yeah.
They're amazing. I could do that for like an hour.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah.
Because the more you try, the harder it becomes.
Yeah.
It's not
That's what I'm into, mate. But yeah, running, my legs are fucked anyway, so especially after my snowboarding accident.
But literally, oh, for Christ's sake. Why?
I stacked it on my knee and I bruised the bone, so it bruised right down. I still can't feel my knee. So, but I'm going again.
Extreme sports, stay away from extreme sports.
I'm going again in a month.
Yeah, again in a month.
Yeah, going with one of my clients.
Mate. I want a snowboard, snowboard.
Skiboard, that's really hard. They're literally just skateboarding and they clip their ski.
What, it's real?
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's mental, right?
I was joking.
You know skis where you clamped in?
Yeah.
But you can move your legs so you can kind of catch yourself. These, you clip both ski boots into one snowboard and then you go forward.
It's like that, mate. Skiboard.
It's the scariest looking thing in the world. But they're so fast.
I want a snowboard. That's what I want to do.
It's amazing. It's really hard. It's amazing.
I've been watching the Winter Olympics and they make it look so easy. The way they lean. I think you've got to get... I've been watching and it's
so relaxed.
And it's the leaning, in it. Like you've got to know that you can lean forward and push on your toes, that you know that you're going to stop and same going back.
And you have to do it like that. So you it's called pedaling. I could get into it for ages, but we went where we went was Lax in Switzerland, and it was the Lax Open while we were there, and the riders just like insane. I'm like, I can turn and I can stop, and that's kind of like that's an intermediate snowboarder because it's so hard. Like skiing is easier, but you get so fast. If you don't stop, you'll just keep going. Whereas snowboarding, you'll just fall over.
I'll take the kids eventually with Tash, because Tash is banging on me. Oh, I can ski. Yeah,
well,
of course you can.
We're taking Cece to lessons starting a couple of weeks, so
cool.
We can do that as a family. Yeah. So then we did boxing. You've done boxing. Now snowboarding is going to be the next one after this one that you've done.
I'm sticking with the
professional snowboarding now is the next thing. So then you did boxing. Then was it the music?
Yeah, sort of. It's every time I tell this story, it's weird. It's like, how did you get into it? It's like 2012. I went to my first rave. Like I'm a late comer because I had kids, you know, and marriage and all that sort of stuff to your sister in 2011. And before then, I was more into just, I don't know, like going to talk and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I weren't really raving.
Oh, we used to go to talk every Thursday.
That's what I mean. And then basically, in 2012, I went to my first rave, got into Deep House, absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. I went to a thing called Mass. You heard of Mass? It's Danny Quattro used to do it. It was on Sunday bank holidays. And they had some people down at the sunrooms and stuff. Loved it. Anyway, went to a few of them, fell in love with the music, started downloading stuff and listening to it all the time. And then my cousin, Sam, his sister had come back. She graduated from university and had a party. He had his like DJ decks out. And he gave me a go and I'm like, CDJs. Boom. That was it, mate. I was like, I need to get on this. And your sister bought me a controller. Within 6 months of having the controller, I had my own setup, and then it just spiraled out of control, which is where I am now.
Yeah. Well, it did spiral, but you were like a moth to the flame with it, weren't you?
I still am.
Yeah, like, but you just went from like dabbling in it to like, well, I've done this course, I've learned Ableton.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. I haven't done a course.
I
Self-taught.
thought you self-taught.
Nah, self-taught producer. Yeah, so I DJ'd, and then after speaking to my cousin Sam, who don't DJ anymore, he was like, look, it's all good you being able to mix music and other people's music, but for you to get real gigs, you got to produce. So I ended up downloading Logic, didn't get on with it all, hated the thing, because they give you a free trial. Then I downloaded the Ableton free trial, fell in love with it, bought it was like 500 or quid. And now I'm heavily invested. I went to a 5-hour thing at Studio 808 with Rich Next, nice guy, but where I'd learnt so much on YouTube and stuff, he was saying stuff and I already knew it.
Yeah.
And then I've done a 1-to-1 with Max Chapman. He's a geezer. That was really good. That helped me a lot. And that's all I've had. Yeah. The rest is all off YouTube, taught myself, and then collabing with people and learning like that. You know, it's like when you go and sing with other people and you see how they do it. Do you know what I mean? You pick up stuff. Yeah.
The YouTube learning is just like insane. Like how...
Don't get me wrong, you can come across crap on there though. Like...
Yeah, but you can instantly look at it, go, well, I would have done that differently, and I'm better.
Yeah,
than that. But that's just a part of the learning, isn't it? You see those mistakes. Did you go to uni?
I'm doing uni.
Oh, you're doing uni now. Yeah. So I did uni for like 6 months recently, but I learned pretty much everything I know on editing from YouTube and like the built-in like tutorials that come with the thing, and then like I find it so much easier to learn when I'm not someone else is barking orders at me, because I'm like, I guess it's about authority figures and stuff.
But again, it's whenever you watch a YouTube tutorial, you speak to an artist as such, you know, like if I couldn't grasp why everyone was so excited about getting a number one. I was like, why are you so over the moon about getting a number one? Until now, when I've charted and I get it, it's like art is subjective. Yeah. So if you're number one, you've hit everyone. Like that's a big step. So like you might get, like me as an artist at the moment, I might get, you know, Darius Sorossi on like a track, Max Chapman like a track, but I haven't got crazy. So these are artists, by the way, that are DJs. Yeah. And then once you get all of them playing your tracks, it's like, oh shit, this is why they get so excited about it. So I'm in the process of, I don't really give a crap anymore. I'm just making what I want. Yeah. I'm making like this dirty 2-step garagey, not garagey house beats.
That's always the people that come through as the bigger artists, the ones that put their own spin and do their own thing.
Yeah. This is the thing. I've been listening to a lot lately. Probably like yourself with your music. You know, you listen, Jesus Christ, everyone's just sounding the same. Yeah. Yeah, and that's where... And I'm not slagging anyone off. It's just, I got on Beatport to go, because I got a show on Friday, or 2 shows in one night, and I'm like, right, I'll go on Beatport. I'm looking away, I'm like, sounds the same. I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? So I independently go on Instagram or SoundCloud, and I'll look up, like, say, Jamie Jones, who's a really famous DJ, and I'll see who they've reposted. Then I'll go to them, see who they've reposted, and then that way you get like basically the artists that no one knows who is making different tracks, and then when you go and DJ, people are like, mate, what's this? It's this bloke, like, ain't out yet, he ain't signed to anyone, and then that brings you on as an artist. But I've also I'm at the point now where, like you with Smoking Arts and Badge, like your band, when you write your own stuff, I'm now getting booked and I'm going to play my own stuff. I'm like, yes, finally, I'm at the stage where I'm happy with what I'm making. Yeah.
And I think we're all at the point where we're writing stuff and making stuff for us, not to get
too old to try and get famous.
Too old as well. But you were talking about it. You can see through. Well, I've heard this before. You can see through the people that are trying to just get a number one, whereas you're just doing your own thing. Tell us about. So you've gone through that process. Tell us about that first gig. What was that like?
Mate, Christ. It used to be the Summers. It's Annie's Attic now, isn't it? So I was at...
How many people's first gigs was at the Sunrooms?
Mate, if you live in Southend or the surrounding area and you haven't been there, then you've got a problem. Like, I'm 35.
Or you're 18.
35 years old and I've been there. Do you know what I mean? Like, Christ. I was... they'd done a night at Talk just as it closed down, called Sankey's. Yeah. Now I have never been to a night in Southend as busy as that. There had 2,500 people in there. You could not move. Like, it was horrendous. But they had my mate George playing. They had my mate Joe, like Lapman, playing. Them two played. They had Mason Maynard and Andrew Kay. Honestly, it was massive. And I was walking out And these 3 lads come up to me and like, oh, I paid you your boy. I was like, all right, geezer. Like, oh, we've seen your stuff on Instagram. Because that's what I was doing at the time. I was recording mixes. This was before Instagram became a shithole and you couldn't put anything up for copyright.
Yeah.
So I was putting mixes up just so I could get some sort of following as a DJ. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, we want you to come DJ for us. How'd you feel? I was like, bro, my first gig. Like, so I was like, yeah, can I have my cousin back to back with me? So then, because Whitby's such a good DJ, and then Whitby couldn't do it. I was like, I was going to do this on my own. Yeah. So I turned up, and there was this one track that my mate George played at Sankey's, and every single person got their phone out like to record it because it was that sick. So I spoke to my mate George. He told me whose track it was, and he couldn't give it to me. Like, he was the only one on the planet with it at the time. So I hunted this geezer down called Paul Johnson. Yeah. I messaged him on Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, everything I could possibly message him on. And then on Facebook, he come back to me. He's like, hi, mate, thanks for the interest of the track. However, I can't give you it. I only made it for George. I said, oh, mate, I completely appreciate it. Like, I just wanted, it's my first gig. I just thought it would go down well. You know, no worries. Within the 2 seconds he replied, look, you've asked so nicely. Like, how can I say no to that? And he sent me it, right? When I done the first gig, geez, I got exactly the same reaction as GW Harrison. Like, every single person had that, and that was it. I was like, right, I'm making music. Gosh, I need this. I need this in my life. And that was it. And then, I'm more into the making the music now than I am DJing it. Do you know what I mean? But I've just landed a really, really, really big festival. Like, really big festival.
It's Clockwork, right?
Yeah, in Chelmsford.
That's going to be good.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm in a hangar. Apparently there's like 4,000 people. So I'm going from DJing to like 100 people to DJing to 4,000 people. And it's like, okay.
You need to get some CO2 cannons, I think.
I think I've got them.
Really?
Yeah, apparently I've got them. Yeah.
If you got control of that button.
Yeah, that's it. But it's how that come about. Jesus, that's just another level. Like they wanted a guest mix. Not guest mix. They wanted a mix competition, and I don't enter competitions. I want to get. That's a lie.
Yeah.
I entered the bugging competition for Hot Since 82, but he still ain't listened to it. I downloaded it, but apparently it's all closed now. I've sent it 3 times. I ain't doing it again. It's good to put up as a free download. But I said I don't enter mix competitions because, again, it's subjective. What's the point? Like, I could be the sickest DJ in the room, but everyone else might think it's Ted. Do you know what I mean? So I don't bother. Anyway, my mate was like, you need to enter this. I was like, no, I can't enter it. He's like, enter it. I said, no. So he entered it for me. And then they listened to my mix and they were like, yeah, we want him.
Yeah.
So then he sent my other 2 mixes. So I've had a Kiss on Kiss FM or like Kiss Fresh or whatever. And I've had a mix on Kaluki as well. So I listened to them too. Then they listened to all my tracks. And they're like, yeah, they want yard. They're offering this fee. They're going to put you up. So I'm not even in like the smallest tent. I'm in the middle tent. I'm like, shit. That's so good. I don't know what I'm going to play yet, but I'll cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Yeah, I have to work it out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's like, I guess in the short period of time you've been doing it, you have, but I think you play the game right as well. You share the right amount of things. You try and collaborate, I think, and you go live as well, which is a big thing. I think even like, I know it's completely different, but Alton's Barbecue World, like Jay goes live like every Monday, and he's like, that's his thing. He goes live, so he's constantly got engagement.
Yeah. I go live every day pretty much, which the engagement goes down a bit. So our page is online again.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to work out. I just bought a tripod. I'm trying to work out how I can get my audio. I can get my audio into my phone now. So I need to work out. I'm going to put it behind me so people can see my workflow. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I've worked out that I can put my mic through Ableton into the thing, but then I have to keep turning around and see what people's comments are. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to work out how to get all that balance.
You need someone that can kind of watch it and give you those things, but then that's
it. Yeah. And who's going to want to sit there
for the other option would be to do Twitch. Like I said ages ago, you should do it on Twitch because that's just like money. But do they on Twitch? Can you show them your screen? Yeah, you can have a picture of you in one corner, the screen in the other one. So you can have like 2 cameras. You can have this like a direct link, like HDMI link to Twitch. Yeah, and then a camera on you. Okay. So you can go on there for hours and then because I don't feel like I'm in the process to teach people how to make music because I'm not. You can show people you doing it though. Yeah, how I do it, and they might want to nick tips or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. It's a really good idea. Yeah. Do it here if you want. Sweet. Yeah. Do it in the big white room. Sorted. Yeah, boy. But yeah, I think Twitch is definitely something that I've said this years ago, didn't I? That stuff as well. Yeah. Remember a guy that worked for me? Yeah. He's on that. He plays, what's the new call? Is it Warzone? No. Vanguard. That's the latest one.
Is there a Warzone?
Yeah, there is a Warzone.
Yeah, he plays Warzone. He's got like a $3.5 grand computer now. Like he's obsessed with it, mate. If he's Big Daddy Gal, he's on Instagram. Follow him. He's hilarious.
He is funny. He's crude but funny.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. So I dread to think what he talks about, actually.
Oh, mate, trust me. Like the other day, he was there and he was like just sitting there, and then all of a sudden his girlfriend come in. She bought him a hash brown, double sausage. He's like, oh, George, like live on Twitch, mate. He just doesn't give a crap.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the people that do the best, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
And have you played abroad at all? Have you got out?
Well, this is the funny thing, isn't it?
Right.
This is a bit of a touchy subject for me at the moment.
Oh,
I've been booked to play Amsterdam Spring Break. However, I can't get out there because of the circumstances in the country. I'm not against it. It just is what it is. And I'm hoping that they change their rules, but
I think everyone's going to change the rules soon.
Hopefully.
I think it's only a matter of time. Like, yeah. Like, well, I guess the best thing about it is that Ibiza, you don't need anything.
We don't need anything anymore.
You can go to Ibiza, yeah.
Oh, they changed it now.
Yeah.
Because I knew they were strict in Spain, weren't they?
Yeah, they're not strict at all now. So, Spain is one of the easiest places to go to now.
Oh, sick.
Because the economy completely collapsed because no one was going there.
That's insane, isn't it? So what was that? No vaccine passport either?
I don't think so.
Oh, mate, that's good because, again, going back to the clock stock, they've turned around and said they want to bring new DJs on.
Yeah.
So if I nail my set, fingers crossed, then there is a possibility that I could get a residency for them in Ibiza, however many times.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm going to that in for my birthday.
Exactly.
In
Do
Ibiza.
you know what I mean? And then you might see your brother out there.
I'll be like, can I get some kind of extra passes?
I'll sort you out. So it all depends. So going back to your question, Bash,
I will be wearing my headphones though and listening to other music, but I'll still be there. It's the vibe that you get from the room.
But yeah, so that would have been my first international booking, like fully. Yeah. But they want me. The thing is, the brand. So it's Amsterdam Spring Break, and the brand's called Cipher, Cipher, I think something like that. And I had a meeting with them 3 weeks ago. What's the thing is after Exchange?
Yeah.
I had a beer in there with him, and he said, is there any way you'd change your mind? I was like, look, I've come this far, man. I ain't changed my mind to get a gig in Amsterdam. Like, no disrespect to you.
$2,000.
And then I was looking at all avenues. There's a kid around Rochford who's like, you give him 70 quid and he's having people's jabs for him. But I just said to him, look, if it all changes, then I'm there. I'll book my ticket straight away. But if not, then we'll just see how it goes. But he said when they get back, if they do a show or whatever, he'll book me straight on it. So sweet.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, you got to stick to it. Once you said you do it, you can't go back on it just for a bit of money, can you?
Really? I know a few people that have.
Yeah, I bet that.
But we won't bring them up.
Yeah. We won't talk about it.
No, man, we just missed that straight away.
Yeah. There is a thing about house music that I love, and I've been to
the people. It's the people.
The people are quite cool. I went to Printworks a couple of months ago, and I had the greatest time. But I did get to the point where I was so high that I had to put my headphones in and listen to music I love.
Shut up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm still gonna have to do it.
No, I've never known someone go to a rave and put earphones in.
I've got to do it.
Yeah, but it was techno.
I'm having such a good time, but right now
it was techno, wasn't it?
I think it was techno. It was.
Who did you see?
Not Richie Hawtin. What's his name? It was Bodzin.
Did he wear a mask?
Don't know. I can't remember, mate. I don't remember getting from the Printworks, but then I had a flashback when we were driving through London the other day. I went, oh my God, I remember how I got home.
That was like 2 weeks later.
That's when you had a good night.
Yeah. But it was brilliant. But what I do love about house music and dance music, like not all dance music, so all like Euro trash dance music is terrible. But
well, the stuff that's in the charts
is the artwork and the branding and the graphics that go behind it. Some of it is just insane. Yeah, like how good it is. Bodzin's good. I think Richie Hawtin does a really nice work of it.
If you want to see really good lights and art, then they are normally here. If you get a chance, go and see Tales of Us.
Yeah,
Tales of Us will blow your mind with their visuals. Like people say they feel like they're in a different universe. Yeah. Like their Techno Bible on Instagram are always sharing their stuff because their visuals are sick. Yeah. Their music's good, don't get me wrong, but when you get a chance to go to them places, then
would it line up with Slipknot that's in my headphones?
Maybe it's basically it's just a hologram of a man upside down with his arms out like Christ, upside down, just spinning, and then there's just cannons and lights. It's just mega.
I love it. That's like amazing. Like you said, it is a different event, like when you go to those things, and like the music isn't always for me, but like the actual event.
What's the production value in it? Because if you think about it,
they don't spend any money on equipment.
No, because when you play a gig, you're the front man. You've got your guitar, your bassist, your drummer, whoever else you've got. People come to see you perform. Whereas, yes, right, you come and see me perform. But realistically, I'm just hitting a couple of buttons and doing up and downs, like, and putting my hand in here, like, I guess
that's why people like Marshmallow Head and all that like do so well, because they've got a little gimmick.
You have to, and this is why I was saying to my friends. I've had a lot of people ring me lately. And they're going, bruv, I can't believe it. Like, I'm getting the signings. Like, you know, I'm getting the signings, but I'm getting no gigs. And It's like, listen, are you sellable? Yeah. Fact. Yeah. You have to be sellable. So it sounds really crap, but the reason I bleach my beard is people remember who I am, and I become a product to sell, because otherwise I'm just a normal geezer with a normal beard with tattoos who plays music and makes music.
The same as everyone else,
Exactly. Like, one thing I can't work out at the moment when I do go to these events and I see all the other DJs, can I swear on this? Yeah, they're all fucking wearing black. I'm like, why is everyone wearing black? Like, you're not fucking mourning anyone, man. Wear some colour. So like, I wear hats and you know, the Homburg and green and blue and and then everyone goes, oh, your style, bruv, your style. It's like, you can do this. You don't have to wear black.
Yeah, you're not like a stagehand.
Yeah,
you're not bringing the equipment on and off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's crazy. It's like, and if you went to a rave, right, and I
dress as a Power Ranger,
and Marco Corolla walked past. But if Marco Corolla walked past you, and you would think he was just a normal geezer. Yeah. Obviously, I know he is because he's the sickest DJ alive. But you would if he walked in and out and geezer sat down, he always wears a black t-shirt with a bald head and he's an Italian, and you'd be like, who's this? Who's this? And like, he's one of the most famous DJs on the planet. And like, oh right, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But then you do have other people like Fisher. The geezer's insane. Like he's what's he like? Just the way he is in himself, he's amazing. Like, I follow him on Instagram. He's sick. Yeah. So and this is the one thing, I met someone the other month. I won't say who he is. His Instagram pops off. Like, he's hilarious. Met him in person. I could not believe that it was the same person. Really? Like, oh my God. I was literally like, what the hell, bruv? Like, you're this on Insta and you're fucking this in real life. Yeah. Nah, this is mad. So I rang my mate straight after, who I'd met through Instagram. Yeah. And I said to him, Jordan, I've got a question to ask you. I was like, when you met me off my Instagram, was I the person that you met? Yeah. He was like, yeah, well, I was like, I've just met someone. I'll name him for you. So I named him for you. I was like, he's nothing like what you see on Instagram. I was like, really? I was like, it shocked me, man. That's actually how people work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the persona is a big thing. Like, you meet people and they're just really boring, but they can put on an act. I think it's harder to do that than it is to be yourself, personally. But some people find it harder
on an act. Yeah.
Probably find it easier to put
honestly,
on an act.
I can't express to you how, I don't know, like, I was just disappointed. Yeah. I was buzzing to meet this geezer. Like, I didn't even expect to meet him. Yeah. Buzzing to meet him. I was like, oh, geez, nice to meet you. He's like, yeah. And he sat there and there was nothing. And I thought, what, bruv? Like, on Instagram, you're not on. You're just a normal geezer. What the fuck's going on? Yeah, it killed me. Absolutely killed me.
Yeah, never meet your heroes. Even if you're not, never meet famous people, because they're always 90% dicks. Yeah. Straight
up, just like, boop, unfollow. And I don't really unfollow anyone. I was like, I ain't following this geezer. He's famous. Fuck me.
Unfollowed.
So, wow. But my Instagram at the moment is doing my fucking head in. Does anyone else who's in this room just randomly follow people and randomly unfollow?
We don't know. We've got someone who does unfollow.
Oh, you've got a social media person. Yeah. Mate, I get messages, how can't you unfollow me? I'm like, what? Go on there. I'm like, I thought I weren't seeing your post for ages. I apologise. And they're like, oh, you're a snake, bruv. I'm like, I'll leave it at. I'm 35 years old. I've got better things to do than unfollow people. Yeah. And then I'll get like some random geezer in America who's like some model, and I'm following him. I'm like, bruv, I ain't follow you.
Have you checked that you haven't got like a bot installed or something by accident?
I haven't paid for anything.
No, but like, if it might be hacked.
Oh, I don't know.
I would change all your passwords and then.
Yeah.
I love my password.
All right. Well, you can log in. I think you can log in.
To be fair, it's like my password when I was 12 years old. I haven't changed it ever.
You should. I think you can log in. You can see connected apps and just see if there's anything in there that's like.
Yeah, because my mate said it was Facebook, and I haven't deleted Facebook. I've just deleted the app.
Yeah.
So it might be that.
But check, because you might have. Yeah, it might be like something installed or that you didn't install.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's the future? What does the future hold?
I don't know. Well, this is the thing, innit? I'm in a situation where I'm losing the barber. He's going travelling. So I'm a barber down. So I've got 3. There'll be 4 of us in total. But I need 5 realistically, because if I keep getting Saturday gigs, it's all right if they're in the evening, but if I get the festivals, can't really leave 2 people in the shop. It's just too busy. Yeah. So it's one of them. I'm in a position at the moment where I'm just making, like I said to you before, what I want to make. I don't really give a shit where it goes. I've started up a Bandcamp. I haven't released on it yet. I've just made a Jay-Z and a Michael Jackson 2-step sort of, pardon me, sorry, dude. 2-step garage, dark sort of vibe. I'm going to put them up on my Bandcamp for a donation. Like, because on Bandcamp you can do a donation, can't you? It's clever. Yeah. Because you're technically,
and if you get to do it on a specific Friday of the month, you don't pay any fees. So you can promote it more on that Friday. Once a month, there's a Friday we don't pay fees. So
sweet.
We never promote anything on anymore, but we should do. But yeah, you can say like, pay what you want. We don't pay fees on Fridays, and people buy on the Friday.
Yeah. Because obviously, like on Instagram, Friday. I'm up to nearly like 5,000 followers, and even if like, I don't know, 20 of them are like hardcore followers, it's 20 quid. Yeah. And I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people are liking that genre because, like I said before, everything's the same. Yeah. But you can't. I know full well that I can't go to a gig and play that for an hour because people are like, bruv, this is too much. So I'm lucky enough that I still like house music, and there's a decent 4 to the floor kicking, most of them that I can put in and change it up for a bit, which is what I'm going to do on Friday.
Yeah, nice. But make it your own.
Yeah, like Friday, I'm playing half 11 to half 12 in Southend. Yeah. So I know that's got to be your more sort of, I don't know, just normal house music, do you know what I mean? And then
your hits.
Yeah, and then I'm travelling to Vauxhall, like Lightbox, and I'm playing 3 till half 4, and like, I'm gonna take their heads off. Like I'm going in like heavy as fuck. Like I've got my list. I'm like bit of 2-step hardcore what I make, bang on breakbeat, and then some heavy house music, and then I'll just be like, bosh, see you later.
Yeah, and go home.
Yeah, and I'll go work. And then on the 25th, I'm playing Lightbox again. I'm on 5 till 6 in the morning. I'm driving straight to work.
So you're just going to get up at 4, go to sleep, and then get up? Yeah. Not go all night and then go.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the other thing. I'm doing my gigs sober as well now. Yeah. All of them. Well, apart from the clock stock.
I've definitely found out that if you do a gig sober, you're 20 million times better.
Yeah.
But you don't realise it.
Doing gigs sober is amazing.
You're like, oh my God, it was so good. I was so good last night.
Yeah, you're like, I done one, and I was, oh mate, I was so off my nut. And I was last on, I was closing, yeah. I was going to my mates, bruv, I don't know, I'm going to DJ. I can't even fucking walk. Like, I was walking and I could see stalls in front of me, and I was like moving them, and I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, there's stalls everywhere. And I was like, Pagey, it's just a normal walkway, bruv. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, and I turned to my eyes like, I was like, how am I going to DJ if I'm seeing stalls? And apparently I got up there, and my mate said my set was amazing, but he said I didn't make eye contact with anyone. I just looked at the mixer the whole time. So after that, I was like, right, that's me done. Because I don't even remember what I played. Yeah. Like, I literally come up, like, you getting home from Brinkworth. I was like, what the fuck did I play, bruv? Like, shit.
Yeah. I think when you realise that you not drinking is good. You drink when you play.
I do.
Yeah.
Gets me warmed up.
I can't play guitar and drink now. I tried to do it.
I think it's different playing, like, because you're obviously using equipment.
Yeah.
Playing guitar, that's a totally different ballgame. And I've watched many a guitarist and drummers.
Yeah, drummers. I've seen Marley
just
do that.
completely crash whilst playing.
I've seen DJs do it.
I'm like, whilst I'm not setting the example and having a whiskey and coke, it will be.
I do love a whiskey.
You're not fucking playing. Yeah. You're not drinking until afterwards.
So that's my new thing. It's like I might have 2 drinks before to settle the nerves of DJing, because there's a great post. I don't know if you get it in like your genre of music. Someone's like, 5 minutes before I'm due to DJ, I completely forget how to DJ. It's like, shit. And then you get out there, USB goes in, bosh, you're on autopilot. But it's now, my new thing is, because obviously, getting asked to DJ and getting fees, you get a rider, like, the rider situation. So it's like, well, I'll hit that rider as soon as my last song's done. I will smash, I'll get fucked. But before that, let me interact with the crowd and get the set right.
You're hitting a status now where you're getting paid because we don't get paid but you're getting paid, so you're there to entertain. So it's a totally different mindset.
Exactly, and this is what I was saying to you before with the Instagram thing. It's that's why when I am how I am on Instagram, I am like that behind the decks, and I make sure. That's why I said to my mate, please tell me I'm like that in real life, because if I'm not, then there's something seriously wrong.
One of them needs to change, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a good thing not drinking, and I think it's good being yourself. I think I genuinely think what you've done's amazing.
Yeah, it's genuine.
I'm getting there.
It's amazing.
It'd be better when I'm on massive stages.
Yeah.
Or just like collabing with. I've got my goals who I want to collab with, and I've just got to work my ass off to get there.
Yeah.
But they are big goals. But the only way them big goals are going to get hit is if I carry on doing 2 to 3 hours every night in the studio.
Yeah.
Do you want to know who they are?
Go on then.
Pharrell Williams.
You want to work? I mean, that's a big name.
That's a big goal, and it's going to happen because I've just got to work.
He's nearly 60.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. he hasn't got to come on stage. We just got to make a track together. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Pharrell, Kanye, Mark Ronson, big DJ. Basically, people that are producers, in my opinion, that are great.
Yeah.
They can hit every genre. Yeah. They know how to work the instruments, the equipment. Bosh.
How famous do you reckon you have to be to have to get as mental and deranged as Kanye West?
I don't think he's deranged. I think he's clever.
I think he's insane.
I think he's extremely
I think he's really clever. I think he's a genius, but I also think he needs...
At the moment, with the stuff that's going on with Kim, like, it's a bit much. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, publicly putting shit out like that, it's insane. Yeah,
I think he needs more people around him that are like, no.
But you heard his new track?
No.
Mate, it's like old school Kanye. It's sick. I shared it down my Instagram. Yeah. It is sick.
All right, College Dropout's the best album he ever did.
Oh, mate. Late Registration as well. Both of them. They're the two best.
And then after that, it kind of just got a bit too up his own arse.
Donda went a bit weird.
He's like, I'm never making NFTs, and then he posted a picture. He goes, I invented NFTs. It's just a pixel. It's just his album cover. It's like,
he's crazy, isn't he?
Yeah.
But like, it's, you know, he's extremely. You don't get where he's got without being clever.
Yeah. Oh, he's a genius. No, but I think he's just it's unchecked. So he's got no one, like you've got my sister who probably tells you you're an idiot quite a lot of the time.
A lot of the time.
So you've got someone that's going, no, you're wrong. Or that's don't work. Or
but I think he did. I think he did have.
And then they all went.
And she died. It was his mum. Yeah. I think his mum kept him in check a lot. And I don't think if she was alive, I don't think she'd be letting this happen with what's happening with Kim.
Yeah.
She's a fucking lunatic.
It's what happens. Wealth, unlimited money, and like people just saying yes to you all the time is not good for your brain. I don't think. I think you need to be told you're wrong.
Well, a lot of people don't keep themselves on track. That they either they let themselves come away from it, and that's one thing I've always said. Like, I've got this one label. I won't name them. They're all right. I'll get on more of them. I've got a really good track out of him. He's had like 150,000 streams, and they want more from me. And they keep saying that commercial label. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says that they won't sign what I'm making now because it's just too heavy. Yeah. Like the stuff they're looking at Apple charts and stuff.
Yeah.
And they always go, when we're going to get another track off Page of Boy, we need to keep this momentum going. It's like, look, I'm stepping away from that. I'm not in this for the money. Like, and I'm not in it for the money. 150,000 streams. Do you know how much money that is on Spotify?
About 15 quid.
£50. Or €50. $50.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not being funny. Quid. That's sick. It's better than the kick in the nuts. But
the effort that's gone into it.
Jeez, like, come on, 150,000 streams and getting $50. Yeah. So I was just like, look, I said to him, if I sit in the studio one day and I randomly come up with something with piano chords in and that, you can have it. Like, I'll just send you. But at the moment, with the stuff I'm making, I just want to take people's heads off. I just want people in that rave that are on whatever drugs they're doing to go, you know, like you see that, and you see everyone online and they go, I want that. I want that moment for every single person.
I think that's the thing that comes with age and experience of like, you fed up. You're not doing it for anyone else now.
I don't need the money.
Yeah.
I've got my job.
Yeah.
I've got my business. This is what I'm saying. I'm not one of them people like yourself that went to uni, because you didn't go uni, you said dropped out, who then has to make it a living. It's like, I haven't gone uni, I haven't studied, engineering, I haven't studied where's this goes, and then go, I've got to make this work. Yeah. Otherwise, I've got to go and get a real 9 to 5. Like, I'm lucky enough that I do 2 things in my life that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And I'm well fortunate for it. But it's come from me. No one gave it to me.
No. Hard work and passion, I think, is because everyone go like, there's always that thing they say that, oh, you're lucky. But hard work, luck is only when hard work and opportunity meet.
Exactly. And so I try and say to Darcy,
I couldn't say that you're not a hard worker.
Oh. It'd be like you with Donnie. Let's say Donnie turns around to you in, I know 3 years old, Dad, I want to be a professional skateboarder. So skate every day, son.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like Darcy. Darcy said since she was 3 she wants to be a pilot. She's 10. She still wants to be a pilot.
Yeah.
So I say to her, well, you want to be a pilot? Get good at maths.
Yeah.
Get good at maths. Get good at English.
Get
They're the
an
2 main
Xbox.
things. Well, I just
Play
said
Flight
to her,
Sim.
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and that. But I said to her, and that's the situation. I said, you've got 2 options. Then you go and get a job, you fund it yourself, and you pay for your, because it's all to do with hours. I thought you had to know how to fly a plane. That is part of it. But the main thing is hours. You have to put hours in, like everything in the world.
Yeah.
So I said, you get a job, you do that, or go and join the RAF.
Yeah. That's the easiest way to do it.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
And she went to her, is there a female pilot's dad? So I've got Instagram up. Don't know if they're real or not, but I just showed us like, look.
This is stock footage of a woman in a plane.
Yeah. This is a model. She's pretending to be a pilot, but they are real.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just stock footage, Dad. Yeah, well, you know, the fault's there.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's brilliant. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Is there anything you want to plug? Instagram accounts? and stuff?
Instagram. If you're going to follow me on Instagram, it's PAI. No. Oh, my God. It's not I. Sorry, it's PAGIE. YOURBOY. All one word. The people spell it wrong all the time, and that does drive me mad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But realistically, it's spelled Paggy your boy instead of
Paggy
Pagey.
your boy,
But
yeah.
we'll take
It's
it.
Paige. It's Paige. It's the girl's spelling of Paige. Paige, your boy.
No, because that's PAIG.
Oh, it is, yeah.
PAGIE, Paggy.
Yeah, so
It's-
follow
I
Paggy, your
pronounce
boy.
it Pagey.
Paggy, your
should pronounce it
boy
Y.
on Instagram, and then I guess you're on SoundCloud and all that as well.
Spotify, SoundCloud. But I will be changing my name eventually.
Really? What are you
Well,
gonna
I'm probably just going to do it as Pagey.
It's just Scott Page.
No, I hate my first name, man.
Scott.
It's
JP.
so American, isn't it?
Scott.
He's Scott. Like, and I think the reason I hate it so much was, and this is when I started hating it the most. I was addicted to watching Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Scotty. He's Scotty. And that was it, mate. Done me. Oh, fuck that
Scotty.
name off. That's it. My name's Pagey from now on.
So
But that's
just
it. But yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been good. Enjoyed it.
Peace.
Big love.
Nice one.